Khan, Shalom, Israel, Shalom. It's your brother Solomon, WFI Milwaukee, right? Just coming back at y'all with another late night lesson, man. And as y'all can see by the title, right? This this could be a good one through the spirit. So the title is "You Hate Yourself If You Don't Have Self-Discipline," right? So I'm gonna elaborate on that as much as possible, right? Because if you don't have self-discipline, you simply can't love yourself. Because if you don't have self-discipline, right, you just out here loose, right? You're not setting, because if you don't have the discipline, you're not gonna set schedules for yourself. You're not gonna take care of yourself. You're not gonna give yourself what you need to thrive and whatever that may be, right? Self-discipline, it's important when it comes to trying to build yourself up, because it's a lot of bullet points when it goes into having that self-discipline, ruling your own spirit, right? So you'll have self-esteem, Salakia. You'll have better confidence in yourself. You'll have better self-esteem about yourself. You'll feel good, right? Because if you don't love yourself, how can you expect somebody else to love you, right? So not even to talk too much, I'm gonna jump straight into it. Um, I want to share my screen real quick. You hate yourself if you don't have self-discipline. Self-discipline equals self-love. You cannot love yourself if you don't have that discipline, right? So jumping into the first scripture. So this Proverbs 25 and 28. He that have no rule over his own spirit is like a city that is broken down without walls, right? So if you can't control yourself, if you can't tell yourself no, if you don't have your own spirit, your own mind and body in subjection, right? You broken down. You a city with no walls. Anything, a city with no walls, anything can penetrate that city, right? And this same thing applies when it comes to self-discipline, right? Anything can attack you. Any type of demons, any type of spirits, right? Because you don't have no discipline. You're weak. You are a weak, frail man or woman, right? You don't work out. You don't take care of yourself. You don't put the things you need in your body to feel good. You're not around positive people. You're around none but negativity, stuck in the hood all day, around bums, right? Posted outside the liquor store. You watching the wrong things. You indulging in the wrong stuff, right? You just in a negative environment. Everything about yourself is negative. You hate yourself because you lack that discipline. And again, you hate yourself because you don't even rule over your own spirit, right? You a city that's broken down with no walls. Salakia. You have no self-discipline, right? You can't even tell yourself that uh I done had too much to drink. Or you won't even tell yourself that, hey, I done had enough chicken tonight. I'm gonna eat one piece and I'm gonna save the rest for tomorrow. But instead, you hate yourself. You want to just feel good in the moment. So you just gonna eat the chicken, right? And I gotta give examples to make this thing real, right? And I'm even talking to myself. I've been lacking self-discipline. So this lesson to eat is even a cut to myself, right? So, having discipline, having that self-discipline is having your body, having yourself under complete subjection, being able to rule yourself. You got to be able to rule your own spirit. Shalom,
Shalom, shalom.
Khan. So Next, I'm going to go to the book of First Corinthians. First Corinthians 24. I'm going to share my screen again. Okay, all praises. So this is the book of First Corinthians chapter 9, and I'm going to start at verse 24. Know ye not that they which run in a race run all, but one receiveth the prize. Right? So if you have that self-discipline, it's a prize that comes at the end of that, right? Because you being diligent, you being consistent, you have acquired discipline, right? So for example, a man that has discipline, I'm gonna go back to the food. A man that has discipline to say, I don't want to eat that extra piece of bread, or I don't want to take that extra shot of liquor, right? He's not gonna feel as bad as he would if he decided to take that extra shot of liquor. It's all discipline. You have to be able to rule yourself, right? And it's always a prize at the end if you maintain that integrity and discipline. So I'm gonna keep reading. So run that ye may obtain. You have to obtain this discipline. You got to work for discipline, right? We know we got to pray to the Most High and ask for discipline, but you gotta actively do things. You can't just say, "Oh Lord, I want discipline, amen," and think you just gonna obtain discipline. You gotta put yourself in real life situations to where you're gonna practice that self discipline, right? So verse 25. And every man that striveth for the mastery is temperate in all things. So you have to master self-discipline, self-control. If you want to love yourself, you have to become a master at discipline yourself. You got to chastise yourself. You have to make yourself uncomfortable to get that discipline. I'm gonna keep reading. Now they do it to obtain a corruptible crown, but we are incorruptible. I therefore so run, not as uncertainly. So fight I. I'm gonna say that again. So fight I. So again, you gotta fight. We have to fight in this walk, right? You have to fight for that discipline, right? Because it may be people that view this video, you might not be in the walk yet, right? You may be on the tightrope, kind of wavering from the world to the truth. You may not never heard of the truth, and you may just need some discipline. So, Lord willing, this video get to you too, brother or sister, right? So you have to fight for that discipline, right? You got to start setting yourself a schedule. You got to write things down to get this discipline. Because if you just out here moving loose, just making, you know, decisions in the spur of the moment, right? That's not wise. You just out here loose. There's no wisdom behind that. So again, to get this discipline, right, you have to fight for it. And it reads, not as one that beateth the air, but I keep under my body and bring it to subjection. So what does that mean? So you have to have complete control over your mind, body, soul, and spirit. Whatever it is you're trying to get that self-discipline for, you have to be able to control that. You have to be able to tell yourself no. You have to be able to, again, make those sacrifices. You have to make the hard decision. And what comes with that is discipline, right? For example, I'm trying to have discipline of when it comes to not over drinking, right? And getting in the gym consistently, right? Not overeating. I'm trying to get subjection over my body. And I know with that, I'll be better spiritually. I'll be better mentally, right? So everything and in tune, that equals self-love. that's going to make it easier for other people to love myself, because I love myself. Because, you may not think it, but, people can feel when you don't love yourself, right? It rubs off on them. How you expect, again, I said this in the beginning, how you expect somebody to truly love you if you don't even love yourself? And you don't love yourself because you have no discipline. So I'm gonna get this next scripture, and then I'm gonna pass it to my brother. I'm gonna go to the book of Titus. You have to have self-discipline in life, right? If you want to reach goals, if you want to be better, become a better man, woman, child, you have to develop some discipline. This is vital, right? You have to have that discipline. And I'm going to keep saying self-discipline equals self-love. So this the verse, Salaki. It's the book of Titus, chapter 2 and 12, teaching us that denying ungodliness and worldly lusts, we should live soberly, righteously, and godly in this present world. So like I stated earlier, you have to deny yourself things to obtain discipline. Sister, you have to, or brother, you have to deny yourself that damn 16th cup of Taylor port. You gotta deny yourself, right? You know your blood sugar is high. You know your diabetes running rampant. You know your damn gout messing with you. You know sugar through the roof, blood pressure through everything. You have to deny yourself these things. You have to deny yourself. Like, I'm even starting to believe, well, I believe that, as a man, if you can't deny yourself, how can you truly call yourself a man? If you can't tell a woman no, that's just trying to, just freak off and just throw herself at you. If you can't tell her no, how can you truly be a man? Right? If you just submit whenever damn these demons just attack you, you just submit and say, I just want to repent. How are you truly a man of God? It's important. You have to tell yourself no. You can't, just because it feel good in the moment, you can't just jump and do it because it feel good, it tastes good. You got to tell yourself no, right? And worldly lust. So you got to deny yourself, that lust, right? And we can lust after many things: women, food, money. You might gotta tell your supervisor no. I can't work an extra 2 hours of overtime. I can't do it. And that takes discipline, right? Because it might not be expedient for you to take that extra hour of work, right? But with that, I'll pass it to you, Ak. You got it.
Con. Hey, mighty points by that brother right there, man. Hey, we gotta have self-discipline in this truth. Hey, self-discipline. Hold on, I got a quick precept. I'm gonna go to the book of. I'm gonna use the GNT. I mean, we usually use the KJV. Sometimes, the GNT might explain things a little more modernly, but you got to be careful using it. You got to use discernment. So this is the book of Sirach, chapter 18 and verse 30. It says, don't be controlled by your lust. And that's a major point in self-discipline. It says, don't be controlled by your lust. And that's one of the major things that kind of get brothers, what's the word I'm looking for? It kind of get you kind of caught up in this thing, kind of bound by your lust. Hey, damn, like the brother was saying, damn well a million Eves will destroy you. Hey, you talking to damn Shedemites, Moabites. Hey, you got that damn lust spirit on you. It says, don't be controlled by your lust. Keep your passions in check. Hey, we got to keep these things in check. And you got to keep these things in check, because once they get out of check, once they start, these lusts, these spirits start kind of running rapid, hey, who knows what can happen? Next thing you know, you got a million spirits on you. You can't control them. Because, hey, we just men at the end of the day. Verse 31, it says, if you allow yourself to satisfy every desire. So, hey, Jake, they kind of got that big. And we see this a lot. You kind of let these desires, what it say? Don't allow yourself to satisfy every desire. If Jake could kind of allow himself to just give in to anything. Hey, Jake give in to damn lust to women. Hey, like the brother was saying, you give in to food. And you give in to damn Eve, to drama, to every damn thing. Hey, everything, man. And then the brother kind of come around on a Shabbat, and he got a million new stories now. Man, this weekend, man, I gave in to this, I gave in to that. And there's only so much you can do to help brothers. I'm gonna keep reading. So screen cut off. All right, it says, verse 31, if you allow yourself to satisfy your every desire, let's see what's going to happen to that brother who just fought at every damn thing. And you will be a joke to your enemies. You're a damn laughing stock. And we be out there teaching on these street corners, and people see us. And they see us out here. We out there every day with the fringes on. And they see us out there, man. Now, next thing you know, you up on 49th Street on a Wednesday, kind of thinking ain't nobody watching. Hey, who knows who's watching you? You kind of out there doing Lord knows what. You buying a damn pork chop sandwich. Extra lettuce on it. And you out there kind of in a barber shop getting a damn ball fade, but they got the razor going. Your barber seeing that. Hey, who knows what you're getting into, but it says you will be a joke to your enemies. In 32, it says, don't indulge in luxurious living. The expense of it will ruin you. Hey, that's another part of it. Hey, we got to humble down. Hey, we can't indulge ourselves in luxurious living because it will ruin you. Hey, even me, myself, hey, I got to be self-disciplined in this thing. I got counsel from multiple brothers on the situation on how to save money for a specific reason and not just overspend on this specific thing that I'm dealing with. And I could not take the counsel and say, man, I kind of need this. And hey, I would be kind of, I would be indulging myself in luxurious living. The expense of it will ruin you. And hey, the expense of it, could damn near ruin me if I indulge and don't take that counsel. And hey, a part of taking counsel is self-discipline. And you got to have discipline to listen to a brother. And we kind of all came up in this world, damn near doing our own thing. And you might not have your father around, your uncles. Hey, your mama keep looking up to you, your sisters. You kind of running things. When you come in this truth, you have to have discipline. You got to be able to take that counsel from brothers, whether they're younger or older than you. And hey, that counsel might save your life, and that's a part of being disciplined. Hey, taking orders. Hey, a younger brother, he might tell you, hey, do this, do that. And he ain't just telling you to try to rule over you, to make himself look mightier than you. Hey, he's telling you for a reason. So you got to be disciplined and use that skill and listen. Hold on, keep reading. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go to the book of Proverbs, chapter 15 and verse 10. It says, correction is grievous unto him that forsake the way. So hey, if you ain't got that discipline to take that correction, that might save you. Hey, brother's telling me, bro, don't spend X amount of money on this new place. It is thousands of dollars every month. Get something cheaper, brother. I could kind of rush and say, man, I need this place. I do what I got to do. And in 3 months from now, God forbid I lose my job. How the hell I'm going to pay all this rent? I got a damn eviction on my Yeah, all hell kind of breaking loose. This Proverbs 15 and 10, it says, correction is grievous unto him that forsaketh the way. So correction to a fool, to a man who ain't self-disciplined, it is grievous. It's a hard thing to apply. And you can't listen to a brother. It is grievous unto you. And it says, and he that heareth reproof, and he that hateth the reproof, Salakia, shall die. So if you hate reproof, you can't take that correction. Hey, everything a brother say to you, you get emotional about it. A brother tell you, hey, stop smoking them damn cigarettes. You kind of go to 1 Corinthians 3 and 16. He's getting on you. Hey, for the sake of a good cause. He wants you to inherit the kingdom. He don't want you to die. Because you know you can't defile your temple. But you, man, this brother yelling at me, kind of soft and emotional about it. Now you at home, you on the phone talking to your mama. Yeah, mama, I yelled at me. I like that shit. They emotional, man. But hey, the scriptures say, if you hate reproof, if you hate that correction, man, your ass will die. Most High will get up with you. And you might die because you didn't take that correction. And you might fall out this truth because you didn't take that correction, because you had no self-discipline. If you got a point, you can jump in there.
Come on, man. Damn, hey, you brought it out way mightier than I could. And I want to let me back right off your point. And I'm gonna go to Book of Proverbs 13 and 18. Poverty, this the spirit. Poverty and shame shall be to him that refuseth instruction. So this played directly into what the brother just said. Because he even just said out his mouth, if he refused certain counsel, certain instruction, you know, he could literally be brought to shame and poverty. If he accept his home and he lose his job and he can't pay for it, hey, that's Proverbs 13 and 18 fulfilled. The brother will be brought to shame, to poverty, because he did not yield to that instruction, to that counsel, which it takes discipline to do. And it says, but he that regardeth the reproof shall be honored. So, hey, and I'm just using this example because you brought it up. So, you know, if the brother yield to that counsel, you know, he get a cheaper home. God forbid he lose his crib. You know, it's still easy to pay that off. You know, brothers pitch in, help him, take a loan, whatever he do. It's much easier to maintain $1,000 home compared to a damn $5,500 condo on the top of a hill in damn New York City. Right? So, hey, poverty and shame to that man or woman that refuse instruction. You know, it's nothing wrong with going Salaki. It's nothing wrong with going to counsel. You don't just have to go to counsel, you know, because you're in trouble, because you made a mistake. Hey, like our leadership tell us, hey, damn, go to counsel when things is going great. Go to counsel when you just got a raise. Go to counsel when you just got a new position in the body. Figure out how you can, you know, magnify that office to the best of your ability. Take that counsel. Go to, you know, a younger brother, an older brother. You know, it's many brothers that I'm surrounded around that's way more wise than me, that got way more knowledge than me. Hey, and I try my best to yield to their counsel. And I know I could be doing that more. Because at times, you know, as men, we be prideful. We want to figure shit out ourselves, right? And, you know, hey, that's why the Lord give us brotherhood. That's why he give us other men of the Lord, and you sisters too. When a sister that's, you know, that's clearly more wise than you, giving you counsel, telling you, hey, sis, you got to shut up when that man is talking to you. Or, hey, sis, you got to do X, Y, and B, X, Y, and Z to make that man life easier. Hey, yield to that. Because that counsel that she's giving you, that could take your marriage to a whole nother level. That could be the boost. That could be exactly what you needed to hear, to take y'all into year 5, into year 12, year 25. Hey, yield, don't refuse instruction if it's wise, because you'll be brought to poverty and shame. Right. So them was almighty points by the brother, man. But real quick, I want to bring up some definitions real fast. I'm gonna share my screen real quick. Let me share my screen. Because again, we talking about self-discipline. And when you going into self-discipline, it's certain, it's like a double-edged sword, just like the Bible. Because with self-discipline, you got self-control, which equals self-love, which equals, it's a domino effect once you develop this discipline, this self-discipline, right? So it's the definition of self-discipline. So self-discipline, no, matter of fact, I'm gonna get another one first. Because I'm gonna show y'all how it's literally a domino effect when it comes to self-discipline. I'm gonna get self-love first. So self-love is the regard for one's own well-being and happiness, chiefly considered as a desirable rather than a narcissistic characteristic. So, hey, self-love is the regard for your own well-being and happiness, right? And to be happy, you have to do things, you have to do positive things for yourself to truly be happy. You have to, again, hey, cause I want to start just going into lessons on how we build ourselves up as men and women, build ourselves up, because in tune, if we build ourselves up, we better for everybody around us. So, I don't see it get talked about as much. So, through the spirit, that's something I want to start doing. Um, so yeah, self-love is the regard for one's own well-being. So if you love yourself, you conscious of what's going on, within yourself, right? If you love yourself, you going to run that extra 10 minutes on the treadmill every other day. Or instead of going to the gym once a week, you're going to start going 3 times a week. Or you're going to drink that water. You gonna watch that breakdown. Uh Hell, what else? You gonna eat that salad. You gonna eat that smoothie. You gonna juice that fruit, right? All of these things, you gonna be around these positive people that speak positive words about you. Self-love is important. You have to regard your own well-being to truly love yourself. And in turn, that's gonna help you love everybody else. That's gonna help everybody love you better because you love yourself. Right. So the next one I want to share is self-discipline. These words is literally domino effects. So self-discipline. Self-discipline is the ability to control and regulate your own behavior. Self-control. This is what we've been talking about this whole lesson. You have to be able to control yourself. You gotta tell yourself no. You have to regulate your own behavior, right? You have to read them extra 2 chapters. You have to run that extra 10 minutes. You have to like I say, you gotta drink that extra bottle of water. You have to put down that extra shot. You have to put down a steak and pick up a damn salad. And it's many examples. Um, but again, self-discipline, if you got that, you have the ability to control yourself, to tell yourself no. That's what being a man or a woman is, having the ability to tell yourself no. Right. So I'm gonna hop right back into the scriptures with that. Because again, hey, you know, if you could tell yourself no, it's gonna always be a reward at the end. Even in this truth, like if you could tell yourself no, I'm not finna watch that porno video. Hey, the Lord and the angels see that, and you know it's a reward for that because they writing that down. They making accounts of everything. Hey, and it's rewards if you stay diligent and you have that discipline to tell yourself no. So this is the book of Second Chronicles 15:7. Be ye strong, therefore, and let not your hands be weak, for your work shall be rewarded. Right? So that's just like a man that go to the gym, you know, 3 times a week, right? He doing his cardio, he doing his upper body, he doing his legs, right? He eating right. You know, that man is gonna be rewarded, right, with a nice healthy body. Brother gonna have muscles in his, you know, biceps, muscles in his legs, right? Gonna be able to jump higher, gonna be able to play with his kids more, gonna have more stamina, more agility, everything, right? But you gotta start somewhere. This to develop this discipline, you gotta start somewhere, bro. Cause again, you can't just pray for it. Like we can't just look at, you know, the brothers say this all the time. We can't just look at the most high like a genie, where we could just kind of rub a lamp and just throw up wishes. Like that's not how the Lord works. We can pray for things, but we know faith without work is dead. So we got to put in that work on our end along with having that faith, right? Your work shall be rewarded. So you having that discipline, right, to read them damn extra 3 scriptures, hey, your reward to be, you know, you got more precepts to bring out on the highways and byways. If you have that discipline to, you know, study that lesson, that breakdown you did 3 years ago, hey, that's more precepts in your arsenal now. Or sister, if you had that discipline to actively practice letting your man speak, not saying a damn word, letting him say what he needs to say, and you submitting to that, hey, you gonna in turn you gonna get a man that wants to do nothing but love you, give you the utmost love and respect. He gonna go out his way to treat you like a princess. If you can close your damn mouth and do what this man says, I guarantee it, you will get the best version of your man. If you had a discipline to, let's say, what else we got? It's just so many examples, man. Um, you know, but again, you have to start somewhere, and your work will be truly rewarded. And that's even in this truth. If you stand diligent, you actively keeping the commandments, you're not willfully sinning, hey, you know you got a crown of life at the end, right? Uh, so I'm gonna go to the book of Proverbs. Damn, it's almost 10 already. Um, so oh no, I already got this. I'm tripping. Okay, I'm gonna go to the book of Hebrews real quick. I got so many precepts. It's the book of Hebrews 12:1. Now no chastening for the present seemeth to be joyous. So, you know, in that moment, sister, of just, you know, letting your man talk, knowing you want to interject, knowing you want to get off how you feel, in that moment, hey, the scriptures say it's not going to be joyous, right? That's chastening yourself, you know. So I'm going to keep reading. But grievous, it's not going to feel good. It's not going to always feel good submitting to a brother in this truth that's damn 10 years younger than you. It's not going to always feel good submitting to a man, period. You know? I'm going to keep reading. Nevertheless, afterward, it yieldeth the peaceable fruit of righteousness unto them which are exercised thereby. So, just using my example, hey, again, it ain't gonna feel good to submit to that brother that's 10 years younger than you. Hey, but he's wiser than you, he got more knowledge than you. Hey, nevertheless, afterward it yieldeth the peaceable fruit of righteousness. That's righteous in the eyes of the Most High God. Of a child submitting to their parents, of a woman submitting to her man, of a man submitting to a brother that's got a higher position than him. That's all righteous in the eyes of the Most High, right? Also, chastening yourself, saying I'm not gonna drink that extra cup of wine, knowing I gotta work in the morning. Hey, it might not feel good in the moment, but that's righteous, because that's righteous works, because you're gonna have rewards at the end of the day. You ain't gonna go to work feeling all sluggish, lazy. You're gonna have more energy, right? Because you made that sacrifice. You're now developing self-discipline, right? So I'm gonna speed up a little bit. How long we been in? 36 minutes so far. All right. All right, I'm gonna go into Romans 12 real quick, Ak, and I'm gonna pass it to you if you got some. So this is the book of Romans, chapter 12 and verse 1. I beseech you, therefore, brethren, by the mercies of God, that ye present your bodies a living sacrifice. So, again, if you trying to develop that self-discipline, hey, you got to present your body a living sacrifice. If you trying to lose weight, you have to sacrifice that damn burger. You got to, the extra piece of chicken, the damn them tacos. Instead of eating 12 tacos, eat 2. Instead of eating mashed potatoes, eat some damn cauliflower, some broccoli. Instead of eating chips for breakfast, brother, hey, pick up a damn apple. Instead of drinking a damn energy drink, it's Shawar no, because brothers be having that spirit in our body of that damn energy drink. Hey,
that rain spirit,
that Red Bull spirit. Hey, pick up some damn fruit juice, man. Or just go to sleep a couple hours earlier. You have to make sacrifices, bro. You got to present your body a living sacrifice to get rewards. Because just doing a quick fix, that's not going to help in the long run. You have to sacrifice, right? And it says, holy, acceptable unto God, which is your reasonable service. And be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. So, hey, that renewing of your mind, also, if you're not conformed to this world, you're not indulging in what this world got to offer. You taking the road not traveled. Hey, it's again, it's rewards for that. So you not conforming to the world, it's pornography everywhere. It's a porn on every social media site. You not conforming to that porn, indulging in that, renewing your mind, it's rewards for that. Right? That's you proving that is good. Right? That's perfect. That's the will of God, not conforming to the world. And 95% of the world lacks self-discipline. And that's why everybody in debt. That's why everybody overweight. That's why everybody depressed. That's why everybody, brothers and sisters, killing themselves. That's why our children reading in 12th grade, reading at a damn 3rd grade level. Hey, people lack discipline. And if you a man or woman of God, or a man or woman, period, you have to have discipline. You have to be able to tell yourself no. Self-discipline equals self-love. But Khan, you got it out.
Mighty points by that brother, man. Hey, we have to have the self-discipline. It's not a negotiable thing. Either you got it or you don't. And hey, I got a quick clip I want to play. And we all know this movie I'm finna show. It's just a scene from it. And this scene is from Boys in the Hood. If you don't know this movie, you're probably young or something. It's a scene where the dude Trey, damn Jake, and his father, the whole movie been trying to give him game, give him advice to stay out of trouble and to kind of stay self-disciplined. Because he's telling them, hey, sometimes you go be by yourself. I ain't gonna always be around to help you. And, hey, that's kind of how the Most High is with us and his son, Yahushua. Hey, he ain't gonna always be like the brother said. Hey, he ain't a genie. You kind of do what you do, get in trouble. You kind of throw up these magical prayers. Next thing you know, he gonna save you out that trouble. And no, it's things you got to do in order to have that protection. So real quick, I'm gonna show this clip. Yeah, let me flip my camera. Dude right here, Trey, been getting advice from his dad right here. The whole movie. Stay out of trouble. And he kind of got emotional and didn't listen. And that's what a lot of us do in this truth. We get emotional, don't want to listen. But hey, right now, he kind of asking the dudes he hanging with, let me out this car, man. I ain't trying to go do this drive-by with y'all right now. Because, hey, I know the consequences that could come with it. You get life in prison. Hey, you mess around, die yourself. Hey, you eventually get out the car. So the point is, hey, we got to have that same type of self-discipline. Hey, the Most High ain't finna knock on your damn door, kind of ring your doorbell and say, brother such and such, hey, put the tacos down. Hey, you know you diabetic. Put the goddamn grape soda down. Hey, the Most High ain't doing that. And he ain't sending his son down here to tell you to start reading. And he's not going to send his son down here to kind of send you an email and tell you to start doing Lord knows what that you lacking in. So, hey, we have to. Hey, it's not optional. We have to have that self-discipline. Or, hey, if we don't, hey, we damn near end up in a world of trouble. And, hey, just because you ain't take that counsel, and just because you undisciplined, hey, the Most High, hey, he might have to make you an example. And I got a precept real quick. It's the book of, I don't know if you got this already, but this Proverbs chapter 12 and verse 1. It says, whosoever loveth instruction, loveth knowledge. So, hey, if you love instruction and you love knowledge, hey, we're supposed to love knowledge in this thing. I mean, you got a whole book, Wisdom of Solomon. You got a whole book, a damn Ecclesiastes, Song of Solomon. It's just going into wisdom, knowledge, how we're supposed to treat her and take care of her. And hey, if you love knowledge, it says, whoso loveth instruction loveth knowledge, but he that hateth the reproof is brutish. Hey, real quick, I want to go into that word brutish real quick. Real quick. Hey, so that word brutish, it says the word brutish means like a brute. And a brute is an extremely violent or wild person, like an animal. It says like a damn animal. If you don't like the correction of the Most High, if you don't like being disciplined, getting disciplined, if you don't like self-discipline, planning yourself, examining yourself, it says you like a damn wild animal. Hey, any brother who owns dogs, hey, you know, I had my dogs for years, 3, 4, 5 years. And no matter how friendly they act, no matter how close they get and kind of rub their head on you, you still got to look at them like it's a wild animal. This nigga kind of attacked me out of nowhere, so let me stay back. Yeah, I seen a video of a damn Edomite. She got too comfortable. She kind of tried to kiss the dog on the mouth. She had this dog for like 10 years, and the dog bit her damn face off. So, hey, the point is, hey, if you ain't with the discipline, if you don't like being disciplined, if you don't like self-disciplining yourself, hey, you're brutish. You're like a wild animal in this thing. Hey, you can't be trusted. Hey, I got another precept. It's the book of it's Proverbs. Did you bring out 15:5?
Uh, I don't think so.
I'll bring it out anyway. It says, this Proverbs chapter 15 and verse 5. It says, a fool despises his father's instruction. So, hey, like the clip I was showing. Hey, brother Trey, man, he ain't take his father's instruction. But hey, last minute he kind of caught himself, kind of remembered the instruction his father gave him, and he kind of got up out that jam. Because hey, brothers who seen Boys in the Hood, at the end of the movie they showed a little writing on what happened to the character. Hey, they all damn near died. But hey, the brother kind of got out that car, followed his father's instruction, hey, and lived. And on a spiritual level, hey, we got to do the same thing. And we got to follow our father's instructions. It says a fool, this Proverbs 15:5, a fool despiseth his father's instructions. So hey, we don't want to be that damn fool. Hey, these accounts is written in these scriptures for a reason. It says, but he that regardeth reproof is prudent. Now I'm gonna get it says acting with showing care. It's an adjective for prudent. It says acting with or showing care and thought for the future. So hey, it says, but he that regards reproof is prudent. So hey, if you care for reproof, for self-discipline, it says you're prudent. Once again, meaning you care, give a damn. And if you don't, hey, you that brutish man, you're a damn animal, damn it. You're just acting off emotion. And you got no self-regard for anything. If you don't care about yourself, like the brother said earlier, how can you care about anything else? So for brother reproving you, brother giving you correction, hey, take it, listen to it, apply it, and be a better man in this thing. And I don't want to hold brothers up too long. I know it's late. So Ak, if you got something, you could close it up. Hey, but if not, I'll close it out with this last precept. And I'm gonna go into the book of the classic. It's the book of Proverbs, chapter 1 and verse 7. It says, the fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge. So, hey, if you got that self-discipline and you fear the Lord, clearly, you go correct yourself before all hell breaks loose. And you go correct yourself before the Lord has to correct you. It says the fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge. So once you start fearing the Lord, hey, that's the beginning of knowledge right there. Hey, you're gonna start applying these precepts. You're gonna start showing that self-discipline. Hey, when you're going off, you go take that reproof from brothers and you go correct things. It says, but fools despise wisdom and instruction. So, hey, brothers, it is playing upon tables. It says, but fools despise wisdom and instruction. So, hey, be a damn fool in this thing. Despise wisdom and instruction. Hey, whether it's from other brothers, whether it's from these scriptures, hey, whether thinking of it yourself. Hey, don't be a fool in this thing. Despise this wisdom and instruction that the Most High has given us. Hey, if you got something, I can close it out.
Con. Yeah, it's about that time. So yeah, man. Lord willing, y'all was edified, Israel. You have to develop some type of self-discipline. It all comes with bettering yourself. If you want to become a better man, If you got goals, for yourself as a man, as a woman, sacrifices have to be made. You have to develop some type of self-discipline within yourself to achieve those goals, right? So this is the book of Galatians 5 and 17. For the flesh lusteth against the spirit, and the spirit against the flesh. What does that mean? So, you're gonna wanna not read that extra chapter. Your flesh, but your spirit is gonna want you and knows you need to read those extra chapters. You're gonna not wanna go to the gym, but your body knows you need to go to the gym. So, it's gonna always be a constant fight of spirit versus flesh, right? The flesh is weak, but the spirit is willing. It's gonna always be a fight, right? So let's see what the Lord say. And these are contrary the one to the other, so that ye cannot do the things that ye would. So, hey, just to dumb it down, you cannot follow after what your flesh is telling you to do. Follow the spirit. So read that extra chapter, do that extra breakdown. Uh, you know, make better food choices, get in the gym, read more, get in more positive environments, just better yourself all together, and make it a habit of doing these things. And this is how you develop this self-discipline, which is gonna, we've been saying it all night, self-discipline equals self-control equals self-love. Boom. You just off of that, you done did what 95% of the world cannot seem to do, cannot figure out, because we lack discipline. We like to do what feel good. We like to do, just act in the spur of the moment. We lack discipline, including myself. This lesson is me cutting myself, and I've been reflecting on this lesson all week because I was big on self-discipline, and over the years, just wavering, making excuses. I had to be honest with myself this week and look in the mirror like, hey, bro, you have no more self-discipline. You weak. You not a man. You need to get that back. You got brothers looking up to you. You got 3 sons that look up to you, a wife. Brother, you have to get it together. You got to develop some self-discipline. You looking crazy out here. So, hey, self-discipline equals self-love. So I'm gonna get a couple more scriptures. Matter of fact, I'm gonna get this last scripture real quick, and I'm gonna wrap it up. Cause hey, we always said this. We always used to hear this in school. Our parents used to always tell us, hey, you can do anything you put your mind to. And, the Lord agrees with that sentiment that, through him, you can do whatever it is you want to do. Right? There's nothing that you can't achieve through the power of the Most High. Philippians, Salakia, bear with me. So this is the book of Philippians, chapter 4 and verse 13. I can do all things, Salakia. I can do all things through Christ, which strengthens me. So, hey, you can become a better man or woman or child, right? You can do anything you put your mind to, but you have to develop some discipline, brother. You, brother that's watching, you, sister that's watching, you can develop, and myself, hey, we can develop self-discipline, but you have to make sacrifices. You have to cut out things. You got to cut out those things that's destroying you and indulge in things that's going to help build you up and make you better. Pray about it. Tell the Most High what you want. Be honest with the Lord. Tell him, Lord, I need self-discipline. I'm nothing. I'm weak. Help me get some discipline. And you got to do the work to get that discipline. So, like I say, Lord willing, you know, Lord willing, brothers and sisters was edified. Like I say, I want to start a new series, just going into building ourselves up as men and women, right? Because there's too many of us every day out here depressed, sad, feel like nothing, feel worthless. We in the truth, but we still not even ruling over our own bodies. We just weak. So, somebody has to be the one to help build us up as people through the spirit. Lord willing, that could be me. So stay out on the look for that. Follow us on Instagram, WFI Milwaukee. Uh, we got Brothers Wednesday coming in with a lesson. Sunday lessons is coming back through the spirit consistently with me and the brother Shawar. We apologize for our absence. But Lord willing, y'all was edified. So with that, I like to give all honor, glory, and praise to Yahweh by Shem Mashiach wa Malak Yahushua. Kwam Yashala. Hey, self-discipline equals self-love. Self-love is self-control. Hey, do with that what you will. Shalom.